want to get to another big talker and a live look from the state capitol. Take a look. There is a bill in the works to reduce the standard work week to 32 hours without sacrificing employee pay. Something we were talking about, right? We were wondering if it would affect the pay. Todd Scherwin is the Los Angeles managing partner of Fisher Phillips. It's a national labor and employment law firm. Todd joins us now to talk about some research on the bill. Todd, we have been talking about this all morning. We are glad to have you.
Yeah, good to see you, Todd. Good morning.
Good morning. We could say thank God it's Thursday pretty soon. I guess it's TGIF for now.
Wouldn't that be nice? All right, let's talk about it. Lawmakers have introduced AB 2932. What is in the proposed bill for everyone watching?
Yeah, so the proposed bill purports to change the work week to 32 hours from 40 hours per week. For now, the bill only provides it for employers with 500 or more employees. So if you're a smaller employer, it wouldn't apply to you. If you're 500 or more employees, it would apply to you, and it would make it a standard 32-hour work week. And if anybody works more than 32 hours, they're entitled to overtime pay.
Not bad. Well, how many businesses might be affected in this bill?
Yeah, so we're thinking, based on our numbers, there's about 2,500 businesses, close to 3.6, 3.7 million employees that would be affected by this.
So our meteorologist, Amber Lee, along with myself and Leslie, really want to know what are the pros and cons to a 32-hour work week, because it sounds just so good to be true.
Like there's
Too good to be true, right?
But you know.
Yeah, I think if employers are actually able to allow employees to only work 32 hours per week, I mean, there could be a lot of positives from that for employees feeling like they can only work 4 days a week versus 5. I think the big concern for employers is that, you know, businesses need to be open 5 days per week. They need employees to work 5 days per week in order to provide services to us, provide services to others. So I think the big con is this idea of the pay staying the same, is that if businesses are required and still need employees to work 40 hours a week, I'm not sure a lot of businesses are going to be able to afford that, given the fact that the rate of pay needs to stay the same for 32 hours per week, which means that if somebody's working more than that, their rate of pay is going to go up exponentially, which again could be good for employees, could be good for employers, but I don't know if anyone quite knows yet what the full effect is going to be.
Yeah, make a good point there.
Yeah, and you know, we're talking about, is this something we're just buzzing about now, or is this bill likely to pass here in California?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think, you know, anytime a bill gets introduced, we don't know exactly how much traction it's going to gain. This one seems to be gaining some traction. You know, this is not too controversial of a percentage, but I mean, we put it at about 50-50, maybe a little bit higher. Whether the governor will sign it is anyone's guess. We're thinking that it probably ends up on the governor's desk, and then at that point, it's just a coin flip as whether he'll sign it or not.
All right, Todd, a final question for you. What's next for the bill, and what should employers be doing to prepare just in case it does pass?
Yeah, so the bill still has to work its way through the assembly, through committee, get past there, get all the way through the Senate and go through the same process there. And then, of course, it needs to end up on the governor's desk, and he needs to sign it if it's going to pass. I think for now, employers, especially those with 500 or more employees, need to start looking at how they can figure out their workforce. If they're going to be able to continue to do it with 4 days a week or 5 days a week, sort of look ahead to say, come October 1st, if this bill passes and then January 1st, it's in effect, what are we going to do to staff our business? What are we going to do to continue to operate?
All right, we're definitely going to have you back. You know that. With more questions as we continue to talk about this. Yes. All right, Todd, thank you. Good to see you.
Thank you so much.